And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be pissed.
Angel Reese just took shots at Caitlin Clark after losing a major sponsorship deal. And yeah, it's every bit as messy as it sounds.
So, Ice Cube, you see the headline from TMZ. Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Fuck. It's about to get ugly.
But wait, this isn't just some random outburst. Behind the scenes, there's real tension, collapsing deals, and a spotlight that's moving fast. Stick around because the details, they're juicy, and it only gets crazier from here.
Explain that the snub wasn't personal, but it was business. That's all it is, business. Y'all gonna make it personal though. Just like y'all making it personal with Candace Parker. Y'all make it personal with anybody who does not lie and pretend like they are on the same level. That's all y'all gonna do. That's all y'all gonna do.
It all kicked off with a bombshell. Ice Cube publicly offered Caitlin Clark a jaw-dropping $5 million to join his Big Three league. Social media went into meltdown. Fans were stunned, and headlines lit up everywhere. But here's where things took a turn. Angel Reese's name? Nowhere. Not a mention. Not even a whisper. Just completely iced out of the conversation. Then came the TMZ moment. Cube got stopped at LAX and hit with a $1 million question. Would Angel get a similar offer? His response? A blunt, unapologetic no. No hesitation. No PR spin. Just flat out no. And just like that, Angel Reese's spotlight dimmed. This wasn't shade, it felt more like strategy. Cube kept it real, we're in business to make money. Translation: Caitlin Clark brings numbers. Angel doesn't. End of story. The message landed loud and clear. Sponsors took notice. The buzz around Reese started cooling fast. That it girl energy? Fading. Fans picked up on the shift. Brands started stepping back. The headlines were no longer matching the hype. Reese's supporters weren't quiet. They called out Cube for snubbing a black woman who's been putting in the work. But Cube, he was focused on the bottom line. The Big Three isn't the NBA. It's tight budget, high risk, and zero room for gambles. Caitlin Clark is a sure thing. Record-breaking ratings. Packed arenas. Jerseys flying off the shelves. Angel's got presence, no doubt. But Clark, she's got the algorithm, and in this business, that's everything.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
Let's stop pretending this is about vibes. It's about value, and Caitlin Clark is printing it. Her presence isn't just hype, it's hard data. Attendance spikes 105% when she plays. Her jersey sales, up a staggering 1,093%. Average WNBA crowd with her on the court, 15,591. That's not media buzz. That's bottom line revenue. Sponsors see that and don't need a pitch. Caitlin shows up and the arena sells out. Simple. Angel Reese? She brings attention, no doubt. But there's a difference between making headlines and making money. Reese has drama, flair, and fire, but corporations don't cut checks for chaos. They invest in reliability, image, and return on investment. Caitlin Clark checks all the boxes. Polished. Professional. PR-proof. She uplifts teammates, sidesteps controversy, and shows up like a CEO in sneakers. Angel leaned into the chaos, on-court taunts, post-game jabs, online feuds. She turned tension into marketing, just not the kind brands want to bet on. And then came the $1,000 sneaker rumor. Angel allegedly pitched luxury-priced kicks to Reebok and got laughed out of the room.
Get her a Harold's Chicken membership. Mild sauce. Give Caitlin Clark all the mild sauce she want. She running Chicago, the queen of the rack, the biggest Barbie.
Cue the panic. The endorsements dried up. The headlines moved on. And Angel Reese, once the face of a viral movement, started fading into the background. College stardom never came with a manual for the pros, and now she's learning the hard way. What worked in the NCAA doesn't always translate in the WNBA. Her brand was built on boldness, attitude, swagger, noise. But now, that same volume is costing her real opportunities. When Ice Cube, a man who built his empire on controversy, calls you too risky, that's not a red flag. That's a full-blown evacuation order. Suddenly, Angel's social media tone shifted. Less fire, more feel-good. Posts about growth, community, and humility started replacing clapbacks and taunts. But here's the thing, rebrands don't delete receipts. The viral beefs, the smug moments, the drama, it's all still there, and it plays like a cautionary tale for sponsors looking for stability, not unpredictability. Because the truth is, viral doesn't always equal valuable. And in business, unpredictability isn't edgy, it's expensive. Angel says she's misunderstood. But the harsher reality, she was overestimated. And the market corrected, fast. Now her fans are in defense mode, crying double standards, dragging Ice Cube, and shouting bias from the rooftops. But no hashtag changes the balance sheet. Cube isn't cancelled. He's calculating. And he's not gambling millions on a player whose brand looks more combustible than commercial. Angel didn't just miss the bag, she lost her leverage. And while she's adjusting the optics, Caitlin Clark is still stacking deals, breaking records, and dropping no-look assists like it's just another Tuesday. The game moved on. And it didn't wait.
What about Angel Reese? You think she could ball out? You know, she's pretty solid, you know?
Yeah, she's a great player. You know, the thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom, what our sponsors was telling us.
Right.
You know, they didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. Same offer.
I see. So, maybe an adjusted amount.
I think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact.
And just like that, the game stopped caring. Angel Reese didn't get that big 3 offer, and let's be honest, it wasn't about talent. It was about the chaos that came with the package. Ice Cube looked at the numbers, the headlines, the brand, and passed. Caitlin Clark has been proving you don't need drama to dominate. Quiet consistency is outperforming loud controversy. Reese had her moment. She had the spotlight. But she confused trending with winning. While Caitlin was stacking stats and signing national deals, Angel was busy clapping back and going viral, for all the wrong reasons. The momentum, gone. The endorsements, ghosted. Ice Cube didn't throw shade. He made a business call. No production, no profit, so what now? Reinvention? Maybe. But let's be real, this isn't a rivalry anymore. It's a gap. Clark's locking down million-dollar endorsements. Reese is watching the deals dry up. This was never personal. It's just business. And the business has clearly moved on. Angel thought she was the main character. Ice Cube just reminded her, she's not even in the next scene. Now the million-dollar question, was Angel Reese misunderstood, or just outplayed? The court of public opinion is open. Drop your take, hit subscribe, and buckle up, because this saga? It's far from over.
Caitlin Clark. This was posted by Yahoo Sports. Ice Cube said Big 3 doesn't have $5 million for Angel Reese like it did for Caitlin Clark. This is what Ice Cube had to say. This is directly from Cube himself.